Welcome to the R&L Revolution Nothing Less show. This is episode number 109 on July 7th, 2022. My name is Andy Zee. I'm the host of the show, coming to you from Revolution Books in New York City, Harlem, New York City. Look, it's been some time since we've seen veterans like the ones who opened today's show burn their uniforms and give the finger to the U.S. and denounce their service. This week saw a different July 4th. July 4th is traditionally a grotesque spectacle of jingoism, of unthinking America First patriotism, flag waving, and celebration of this country as supposedly the greatest country that has ever been, the homeland of freedom and democracy. This has never been true. America has never been great. It has always been the land of the thief and the home of the slave. This year there was a beginning but noteworthy difference on July 4th. This July 4th took place at a time when the system that rules this country, capitalism, imperialism, is in deep crisis. An illegitimate Supreme Court, packed with fascist judges, in the weeks running into the 4th, issued dangerous, reactionary ruling after ruling. The fascist theocrats on the Supreme Courts moved aggressively to break down the barriers separating church and state. They carved open even more space for violent, gun-wielding reactionaries to terrorize oppressed and progressive people, including in major urban areas. And in a dangerous ruling, the court took a major step to cripple the ability of the government to protect the environment and take measures to protect the health of the people. And they ripped away from women their fundamental right to abortion to decide for themselves when and whether to have a child. This move to subordinate women and enforce a Christian fundamentalist traditional morality is the battering ram for a full-out fascist future that millions of MAGA maniacs and moral maggots in the Republican Party are fighting to bring into being. This year, July 4th took place in the midst of a congressional hearing on the Republican fascist coup attempt of January 6, 2021. And this week, the Akron police released a video of how they shot a fleeing, unarmed young black man in a fusillade of automatic fire. And topping off the horror for many, in the Chicago suburb of Highland Park, another mass shooter killed 7 and wounded over 24 at a July 4th parade. Something terrible is not only looming, it is accelerating. And all this is compelling people to question, or at least opening them up to questioning, deep things about this society, and whether the way things have been up to now is the only way they can be. There is a spreading sense and even a depth of dread, of disgust, of dissatisfaction and anger on this July 4th, a pervasive feeling that something is wrong in America. But as we have said and shown, and what we are working on with the R&L Revolution Nothing Less show is to transform this sentiment that there is something wrong in America to something wrong with America. More, we are working so that people come to see that what's wrong with America is the system of capitalism, imperialism that we live under, and to get into the need and the possibility of an actual revolution to bring about the socialist republic in North America. This is what Bob Avakian, the revolutionary leader and architect of the new communism, is all about. This is why he is deeply loved by many who really want to get humanity free, and he is just as deeply hated and viciously attacked by those who have a vested interest in keeping this oppressive and rotten system going. Over decades of serious work and struggle, Bob Avakian has forged the strategy for a real revolution. He has forged the vision of a new society. He has developed a thoroughly scientific method and approach for growing numbers of people to understand the problems we face and their solution, to become makers of revolution and emancipators of humanity. And he is providing ongoing, active, high-level, revolutionary leadership to recognize and seize on this rare time when revolution is more possible. On our website, revcom.us, you can find an important new piece, Organizing for an Actual Revolution, 7 Key Points, that provides the straightforward, concentrated, 7 points roadmap for how the small forces for revolution today can rapidly grow in numbers and influence to prepare for a real revolution. And this is what the RNL Revolution Nothing Less show is all about. And we are inviting and challenging you to get into that starting now.